Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is the third session that we are going to discuss. That's regarding the international civil engineering, chartered engineer qualifications, right? So within last 2 weeks we spoke. Now first we gave an introduction, and then on the second day we spoke about the curriculum vitae or resume, right? So today I am going to discuss about the report format for the career appraisal. So now one thing that you have to understand is career appraisal is all about attributes, right? Now there are seven attributes that IZ wants you to fulfill, and you should have a very good understanding about all these things. So I'll just remind you what are these seven attributes. So we'll go to ICE attributes for change, right? Attributes for professionally qualified memberships, right? Now change attributes here. Now these are the seven attributes. There are seven, right? So what are these attributes? One thing is understanding and practical application of engineering, right? And then you have management and leadership, commercial ability, health, safety and welfare, sustainable development, and interpersonal skills and communication. And please note, all assessments and reviews for Engineering Council registration will be conducted in English, subject to the provisions of the Welsh Language Act 1993. Now, I told you, now this is not something that we have to worry about, because of course we don't know Welsh language. So whatever they are going to do, that should be in English. So what about your certificates and things? Now in Sri Lanka, of course, all higher education certificates are coming in English. So therefore, there is no problem. But when you are going to give proofs, like say sometimes a letter may be in uh, Sinhala or Tamil language. In that case, you will have to translate from a certified, registered translator, and then forward, right? Professional commitment. That is about comply with the IC code of conduct. IC code of conduct, of course, you will have to check, and you will have to by heart, because they ask them in the PR interview, right? Identify the limits of their personal knowledge and skills and things, okay, right? So these seven attributes are the core of your career pricer. Whatever you are writing, you have to match with these seven attributes. If you are going to write something that is not related to these seven attributes, they are not going to be valid for the ICE chartered engineer qualifications. Okay, so it is just a waste of your words and time. They are not going to consider them. So whatever you do, you have to match with these seven attributes, right? So that's the first thing that you have to understand, right? Remember, seven attributes that has to run as a golden thread in your report. So when we come to the report, okay, now this is my career advisor report. You have to have only two projects, remember, not three. But they say one or two projects, right? So it can be either one or two. If you can uh, fulfill all your attributes within one project, that is also perfectly okay. Otherwise it is two projects, but not more than that, right? And then these are the appendices. So you are allowed to have uh, 15 appendices, right? 15 appendices. And that is about, now you can have 12 appendices in A4 size, and other three in A3 size. Only three A3 size appendices are allowed. Okay, so that means if you are going to show your drawings and everything, you can use the A3 uh, appendix, right? So we'll go down, and this has to be a scientific report. Okay, just like your MH report or master's report. So you have to show the list of figures, and then the list of tables, right? And all these things, and list of abbreviations as well. Okay, that's also very important. Right. Then introduction. Now remember, when it comes to introduction, don't write a lengthy introduction. There's no point. Okay, because in your CV and things you are telling about yourself, and in your application you are telling your your degree regarding your degrees and other qualifications. You are putting them in your the application, right? So don't write a lot, but just for the formality you have to write a small introduction. Okay, so this has to be, now remember you have a word count only 5,000. It's not like our the ISL charter where you don't have a word count. So you have to be very careful about the number of words that you are using, and whatever the word that you are using, that has to be for your advantage in your career pricer. Okay, so sorry. So this is my first project, right? Now when you are writing this one, you have to link the appendices. Okay, here the organization chart of the highway design division where I am working, that is shown in the appendix 1. Okay, and in that one, of course, you have to show your place where in what level you are working, right? Then when it comes to now, yeah, you have to write this as a story, right? Starting from the beginning. So this is how the things happen, and this is what I did, right? Always, you know, even in the local charter, it is always I, not we. Okay, because the it is not about teamwork. That is your own capacity. Okay, so how you are going to do the things, right? So when you are writing these things, you know, at the end of one section you have to show what attribute you have fulfilled in this section. So here now I have come here and say understanding and practical application of engineering, right? Now please understand, these are the attributes and there are sub attributes, right? So you need not to put each sub attribute there. Okay, you need not to, because attributes are considered collectively. I mean, when it comes to understanding and practical application of engineering, all these sub attributes are considered collectively. So you don't have to show one example for engage in the creation and or introduction of new, advancing or improved techniques and technology, and another example for identify, review and select techniques, procedures and methods to undertake engineering tasks. No, you have to show one example that covers all these things, one or two examples, right? Now when it comes to the next one, say here attribute 2, and they need not to be in a sequential manner. So first attribute 1, first attribute 2, no. Now you can see here attribute 3, again I have put attribute 1, because the story has to go. Okay, the story has to go. While the story is being going, you have to check what attributes that you have fulfilled. Okay, here all in a sudden I have jumped into attribute 7, professional commitment, right? And then again attribute 2, management and leadership. So like that, always whatever you are writing at the end of that section, you have to show the attributes that you are going to, that you have fulfilled, right? And remember that sustainability is very important. Okay, so sustainability, you have to show how you have achieved sustainability goals in your report, right? Now this is the second project. Again in the second project, you have to show how you have fulfill the attributes here. So these can be, but remember now it has to be in some systematical manner. Now don't show so many experience for management and leadership and then very few for other attributes. All attributes are equally important, right? Commercial ability, management and leadership, right? Commercial ability and interpersonal skills and communication, right? And health, safety, and now sometimes two attributes may be achieved through one section. If you think that two attributes are fulfilled in this section, then you can see, you can put it there. Now in this one I am going to fulfill two attributes: health, safety and welfare, and other one is the commercial ability, right? And you have to show about your risk assessment. Okay, that is also important. And at the end, after two projects you can put now these things: continuation of knowledge and best practices including diversity and inclusion, and adherence to the IC code of ethics. Okay, now these of course you can put as two paragraph at the end. And then it comes to the organization chart, right? And then these are the appendices. So it is better if you can have your name in your appendices like this. Okay, design like that, so you can show your name. That's better, but it is not compulsory. It has to be related to you, because you know you are having some two supporters as well. So it is better if you can have uh, one supporter as your supervisor as your supporter. But unfortunate thing is, in Sri Lanka most of the people are not IC chartered engineers, right? So in that case they will not consider them, right? If your boss is an IC chartered engineer, then of course you have to take his I mean you have to put him as a supporter. That's better, right? So even this email you can use to show them what you have done, right? So after that, of course, uh, it is about CPD and development action plan that we are going to speak next day. Okay, so in my next video, I'll tell you how to prepare the development action plan and how to record your CPDs. Okay, thank you very much.